How's it going, you wonderful people? It's Friday morning. I've had way too much coffee, but hey, here's another one. And that's good. And the reason I'm super excited today is that I've just had a delivery of something that I've been waiting for some time. Man, I'm so excited. Check it out. It's the Ronin RC Pro Combo. This is a gimbal. I've never had a gimbal before. I'm pretty excited. And truth be told, I'm a little bit daunted about this as well, because I've been reading up on these things and gimbals for a while, and they kind of scare me if I'm truthful. There's a lot going on with these things. I think it's going to take me a long time to get my head around it and to get it set up. But hey, it's going to be fun. Let's try it. Oh, what? Look at this thing. It is... I don't even know where to start with this thing. There are parts all over the place. I don't even know which bits I should be taking out. This is a surefire way to get myself in a real tangle. But I guess I'm gonna have to figure this out, so there's no time like the present. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of freaked out back then. When I first opened up this box, I was overwhelmed by all of the bits. I had no idea what to do. So what does anybody do in this situation? They go to YouTube, check out some amazing videos. I'll put some links into the videos that I watched because it was so helpful in figuring out what this thing is. I went off, had a little play, and now I'm ready to show you exactly what this thing can do. So let's have a quick look. I'm gonna get all of this beast out, start to put it together. We'll see how we get on. The main piece. Okay, so this is battery pack and also grip. What else we got in here? Okay, kind of tripod stand thing, pretty cool. Cable, this cable for connecting to your camera. And most of the other things, actually I don't need right now. There's other stuff in here because I got the combo pack. So there's a focus monitor thingy there, which are what these are for. I haven't figured out these bits and bobs yet. There's also a way to attach your phone, but again, I haven't focused on that piece yet. It's something I'll do on a later date. So let's get the box out of the way and show you how to put this thing together. Okay, so here it is. First thing is we take our grip, and it's got this little beautiful motion here. Really important piece is that you flick that across so it doesn't move. Now these axes right now are all locked. What I'm going to do actually is we just pop on the tripod. So I can get it stood up. There we go. That is basically it. That's how it comes together. Balancing it is a whole different matter. Let's see if I can figure out how to get this balancing right. Okay, so for the time being, what I'm going to do is show you how to mount the Canon EOS RP. Let's get this thing mounted to start with. So on the bottom here it says which way the lens should be, so let's get that tightened up. Right, so we're ready now to put the camera onto the gimbal. So let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, camera's on. What we need to do is readjust the locks for the gimbal so we can get it so it's broadly in the right place. Okay, so that's the gimbal now, all locked up still. So when I unlock this is probably going to start moving. Yep, so you can see it's heavily weighted at the front end, so we need to get this readjusted. So what we're trying to do is just focus on one axis at a time. So at the moment we're just doing the tilt axis. I think that's what it's called. Right, that's the first part. Now what we're going to do is try to adjust this so that it stays upright. And we can adjust this one here. At the moment it's falling forward, so it needs to come this way. Okay, that took a little bit longer than I was expecting. I've done this a couple of times, but now we're at this point where the camera should stay pretty much in position on that axis, regardless of where exactly I leave it. So you can see if I leave it up, pointing upwards, it stays pretty much, a little bit of a movement there, but I think that's going to be okay. So the next axis we're going to play around with is this one here. So let's take that lock off. What we're looking to do here is adjust, actually by twisting that, it is staying in place pretty well. So for me that feels pretty good. So let's try the third axis for this one. Yeah, you can see we're way off here. So it's way too back heavy. The camera is going all over the place, complete mess. So that means we need to come quite a bit further forward. Let's try it here. Basically, you push this one left or right depending on which way the camera is swinging. Alright. Not too much swing here. So what this means is roughly the camera is staying pretty much in any location, any position that I have it in. Not really, like not totally static, but it's staying there pretty well. So what I think we can do now is turn on the gimbal, take out a phone, and see if we can check out exactly how balanced it is using the app. So the Ronin app looks pretty awesome. It can pair by Bluetooth to your gimbal. So I've already done that, it's all paired up, looking good. Then there's this balance test. So what you have to do here, put your gimbal above 15 degrees. So it's angled more than 15 degrees. Hit the begin test, and what it's doing is testing the stabilization and the balance that we've set up for this camera. Every camera is going to be a bit different, every lens combination with camera is going to be a bit different, so you need to carry on and make sure that you're doing this test quite often. I think once we get more and more used to this, once I get more and more used to it, it's going to be far easier to get the setup. So what I've got here, the results, as you can see, the results are that the tilt is excellent, roll is excellent, but the pan is the problem. So the pan was this final one that we had here. So what I'm going to do is switch it off and figure out if I can do it. Now you should be able to see all of those are excellent, which means the gimbal is properly balanced. Okay, didn't take too long, pretty happy with that setup time, and it means that now the gimbal is balanced, everything is set up as we want, and we can do some pretty cool stuff. Check this out. So first of all, little remote control here, so we can get this thing going in all the directions that we want via remote control. But also, of course, got the same thing on the app, so I can control it just using the app, which is also pretty cool. Bunch of other things that the app does as well, so you can get it to follow you, you can do all that kind of stuff. Now let's be honest, the main thing that I want this to do is to do really good steady cam motion. Now, rather than seeing this as the demonstration, what I did actually was I went for a run. I did a 10k run, holding this bad boy, just to put it through its paces, put me through my paces as well. I think actually it was more of a workout for me than it was the gimbal. The gimbal coped pretty well with the whole thing. So let's have a look at that footage and see what you think. So here we go, little test with the Ronin on the Canon EOS RP. Let's go. Okay, so that is it. This is my first gimbal. I absolutely love it already. I'm sure there's loads of people that are watching this that are more familiar with gimbals that might see that there are flaws with the SC. For me, in terms of this camera and this setup that I've got, it works perfectly well. I'm really happy with what's going on. I know you can get the bigger, more expensive version, the S, as well as the SC. This is perfect for me because I've got small mirrorless cameras. They're pretty lightweight and effective, and the lens that I use, the 35mm, probably not perfect for selfie because you've got to be pretty out there to try to get the kind of distance that you want to get. But you know, it can work. But I'm super happy with what I've seen so far. This was £190 on the Amazon Prime sale. Incredible value for what you get. I think that's quite amazing. I'm going to be using it a lot for professional work over the next few weeks and months. Once you get your head around it, once you've done some YouTubing to figure out, you know, how to put this thing together and what it actually does and how to balance and all those kind of things, it's actually pretty simple. I reckon I can get this set up in a couple of minutes, get out there filming. Yeah man, pretty happy overall with it. This is the first, it's not really a tech review, it's not really a kit review. First video I've done like this. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and share. I do have a mission at the moment to try to get a lot more followers, a lot more subscribers on YouTube. I'm trying to get 1,000 in the next month. That's a pretty crazy ask, I know, but I reckon I can do it. Please, if you saw this video and you're not a subscriber, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me this far. Please subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and I've got a bit more of a chance of hitting those 1,000 subscribers in the next month. So thank you so much. I'll be back again in a couple of days with some more videos about technology and cameras, but also about business, innovation, learning, product, to help you be better people and your businesses thrive in these particularly uncertain times. I'll see you wonderful people next time.